Welcome back to Sairam channel. Today in this video we will learn more about coordination compounds, questions and answers for the point of examination preparations. In the previous videos we have seen the nomenclature of coordination compounds. Here we will see some of the isomerism of coordination compounds, which generally comes one or two questions. So please do subscribe the channel for further updates and videos. The first one, if you can see in this part, CONH35Cl and SO4. This is a compound where they ask to write another isomer, ionization isomer. That means it undergoes ionization isomerism. Isomers will have the same molecular formula but they differ in their properties, correct? So if I take this and add into water, what will happen? It ionizes. Water, it ionizes. How it ionizes? One is complex ion, coordination ion, another is SO4 minus, that is CONH3 5 times Cl and SO4 2 minus, so this is 2 plus, then SO4 2 minus. So these are the ions it gives. One is sulfate ion, another one is complex ion. If I write another one, so ionization isomers are the one which differ in the ions. That means the counter ions will be different. Here you see SO4 2 minus is the counter ion. Next case we can write Cl is the counter ion. That means there is exchange of ion from the coordination cell to the counter cell. So from Cl comes here, SO4 goes here, then I can write another isomer, cobalt NH3 5 SO4 and Cl. If I ionize this also similar way in water, what I will get? First Cl minus ion you will get. Instead of sulfate ion, here it is Cl minus ion. And the remaining will be CO NH3 5 times SO4. Now it went into the coordination cell. 2 1 minus is means it here plus. So it is Cl minus, so that will be plus. So now if you can see, two different ions are formed here. In this case I got sulfate ion. If I do a test for sulfate ion I can find out. In this case I can get the test for chloride ion. That means here you can only find out the chloride freely coming into the solution, but here sulfate. So both the case the ionization is different because ionization gives different types of ions in both the cases. So these are the two called as ionization isomers and the phenomenon is called as ionization isomerism. So they may ask sometimes to give example for ionization isomers or ionization isomerism, or they can give one complex and ask to write the second form of ionization isomer. So this is the way we can write. So this is called ionization isomerism. Ionization isomerism. Ionization isomerism. The next one, if you can see, this is two coordination entities are there. When we have two, both cation and anion, both are coordination complex ions and they differ in their ligands. For example, here chromium is having 6 ligands of amine, cobalt is having 6 ligands of cyanide. If they exchange the ligands, then you will get another, that is called, those are called coordination isomers. What we will get? Chromium NH36. Now chromium will take cyanide ligand. So the ligands are just exchanging. This will go that side, that will go this side. So chromium CN6 between both coordination entities cobalt NH3 6. So if you can see there, what happened, chromium previously having amine ligands, now it is having cyanide ligands. Here cobalt is having cyanide ligands, now it is having amine ligand. So the ligands are interchanged between the metal ions, between the complex ions even. So they are, this and this are called as coordination isomers. Coordination isomerism, and they are the coordination isomers. So like this, whenever you see two coordination complex ions, then you can try to find out it can have coordination isomerism. We can tell that it will be having coordination isomerism. The another one I have given here, this is a compound CO NH3 5 times and NO2 2 plus, or CO NH3 5 times ONO 2 plus. This is ONO, this is NO2. What is the difference we can find here? The difference is only this, group is same, ligand, but the linkage is different. Here it has linkage with the cobalt through N, in this case, through nitrogen. We can write arrow such that it is understandable that the ligands gives a pair of electrons to the central metal ion. Okay, so those are called ligands. So N, the linkage is through nitrogen atom, linkage is through oxygen atom. So this is nitrato O, this is nitrato N when you write the name, correct? So these complexes both are same, structure wise same, even the atoms arranged is same, ligands are same, and total molecular formula is same, but they differ in the linkage. Here N atom is the linked to the cobalt, here oxygen atom. So it is called as linkage isomerism. This is called as linkage isomerism. They will ask to give some examples of linkage isomerism, or they will give this compound and ask to identify what type of isomerism it will be having. So like this we can have different types of examples for ionization isomerism, coordination isomerism, and linkage isomerism. Now we will see some more isomers, and then we will try to identify what type of isomerism the given compounds will have, or we will try to give some examples for these isomers. There are two ways. So if you can see another compound COEN3, they have given this COEN3, two coordination entities, COEN3 and CrCN6. Asked to identify, asked to write another coordination isomer. So since I have both cation and anion, both are complex ions, it will undergo coordination isomerism. In that case you just exchange the ligands. So what should be the another isomer? Cobalt, very good, CN6, and chromium, next EN3, very good, EN3. So like that we can have coordination isomer. You can see here the coordination number also should be same for both. Here also coordination number is 6, because En is a didentate ligand. It acts as two ligands at a time. So 2, 3 is 6, and here also 6. So that's a full 6 you need to replace. It is not that only En3, Cn you should not put 3. Okay, and here. So you need to see the number of ligands. Mostly both should have same molecular formula. So that's the called isomers. So that's why it will be like that we can able to write. Now we will write another isomerism It is called geometrical isomerism. They differ in the geometry. We read about geometrical isomerism for alkanes. If I have different substituted alkanes, then we can have cis and trans isomerism. Here also there is a compound chromium NH34Cl2. Chromium NH34Cl2. NH34Cl2 plus. This is the compound which undergoes geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism. This is cis-trans isomerism. Cis-trans isomerism particularly. So we need to write both cis and trans forms. So this is a chromium. You need to have 6 linkages. Agree? Because it is coordination number is 6. 6 linkages. If you want to write cis, you need to write both the chlorines are same side. If you want to write trans, you should write both the similar groups are opposite. Here chlorines, so chlorides are opposite. Then this will be my trans form. This is trans isomer. After writing, since it is ion, you need to mention like this plus. That's same. So this is trans isomer. This is trans isomer. So where the chloride ions are opposite to each other. If the chloride ion comes over here, in another case, then it becomes cis. For example, chromium, I have same 6 ligands, and instead of chlorine, here it can come, that same chlorine. So I have chlorine and chlorine. Remaining will be amine groups. So now you can see this is the cis form, that is the trans form. This is trans form, this is cis form. Cis form. Why it is cis? You can see these both are same side. But here this and this are opposite side. When the similar groups are in opposite side, that is called trans form, TRANS. If the both are same side, this is called cis form. So they will have different properties, chemical properties. So they differ in the properties but not in the molecular formula. So they are isomers. What type of isomers? They have just changed in the geometry around the chromium. So they are called geometrical isomers. And one is called trans, another one is called cis. So they are called cis-trans isomers, cis and trans isomers. Okay, we will give another example, mostly asked example. We will just try to learn one more compound for cis-trans isomerism. If I take a cobalt Cl2En2, cobalt Cl2En2. This is the compound they have given, cobalt Cl2En2Cl. Here it is Cl. So this is the compound asked to write the two possible structures of cis and trans forms. So we need to identify both cis and trans isomers for this compound. Whenever you are writing, you need to only consider the coordination ion, that is complex ion, but not the counter ion. Counter ion we can leave it. So complex ion, here it is cobalt. Once again I should put, generally it is hexadentate. Total is 6, coordination number is 6. So total 2 to 4 plus 2, 6. So I have like this. You can first put this configuration for 6 coordinations. So after that we need to find out where we can add this one. So first one is I need to have cis, for example. What we told is both Cl's are nearest. Then I have ethylene diamine. This is a dident ligand. Ethane 1,2 diamine. Correct? En is ethane 1,2 diamine. So I can write En and add over here. And I can write En and add over here. Because it is having two ways the linkages. After writing this, you can put the charge. what is the charge it will get? Because Cl minus 1, so it should be plus 1. So this is the complex ion CO, Cl2, En2, one En, another En. But each En will take two positions because it is a didentate ligand. If you can see, both Cls are the same side or both Ens are the same side. So this is called cis form. This is called cis form. Cis form. If I have to write trans form, so I can put cobalt. Once again, you can have these 4, total 6. Then you need to now replace into the opposite direction. En can be opposite. For example, I can put En here and another En will be here. Then I can put both Cls are in opposite direction like previous. So then it becomes trans isomer. This becomes trans isomer. Okay, I hope you understood. These are the one people feel it is little difficult to write. That's why they can ask such questions where didentate ligands involved. So if I have a didentate ligand, you better see those two didentate ligands come simultaneously, side by side. Then it is cis. If they are coming opposite, it is trans. We can also tell with respect to chloride, because these are also two. These are chlorides are side by side, cis form. Chlorides are opposite, trans form. So this is the way we can write this cis trans isomerism of this particular compound. Okay, I hope you understood. Next, another one. These are all 6 ligands containing. If we have 4 ligands containing also, they can show cis trans isomerism. Cis trans isomerism. The compound is platinum NH32 Cl NO2. Platinum NH32 Cl, then NO2. NO2. You remember this compound can have linkage isomerism also, because it is linked with N. Next time it can link with ONO. That is linkage. But here we are trying to learn about geometrical isomerism, cis trans isomerism. How we can write a cis form and trans form. It is square planar shape mostly or tetrahedral, but this will be a square planar. So you have to put like a square. Platinum, one direction is 4 corners of a square. So that's why after writing they will also represent like this to find out the structure. It is like square, 4 corners. Now you need to have ammonia and Cl and O2. Similar groups are ammonia. So you put both ammonia one side and both ammonia opposite side. If I